Hey everybody, welcome to Chit Chat Shop, episode 59. I'm your host, Chef Andrew. I'm here today with Sam Warshick. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you, and really excited. We got a nice colorful spread in front of us today. We're going to be making some street corn bowls.
Yes, it sounds delicious.
It's going to be super good, really healthy for you, and really, really tasty. Thanks a lot for coming on, Sam. You're with the Canadian Liver Foundation.
Yes.
Yes, so that's a nationwide organization that makes a huge impact. What's your personal involvement with it?
It is. So I got involved with them in about 2015. Unfortunately, in July of 2015, I lost my dad really suddenly to liver disease. Got through that without crying, so that's like a good step. And to be honest, I really didn't know anything about liver disease. He got sick really quick, and he ended up in a hospital on a Monday, and he was gone on an early Saturday morning. Right. So huge shock to our family, and I just wanted to find a way to give back. Obviously, in the obituary, we asked for people to support this nonprofit to help find cures. And since then, I've been a volunteer and a fundraiser and a donor with them. So I have done 2 spin-a-thons. Most recently, I did one at O2 Wellness in Sunnyside Mall, 12 hours on the bike. We raised $2,500, had about 50 people participate, and now I am chairing their first annual dinner in November.
Awesome.
Yeah, lots on the go. It keeps me busy, but you know what? If there's something that I can do to make sure that nobody else has to feel the pain that our family felt, and we can save one person, save a child, save someone's grandmother, someone's brother, that's going to be a big impact for us.
Absolutely, and when I found out you were coming on, I sort of did a quick little bit of research, and it sort of opened my eyes a bit, because you don't realize that there's a stigma with alcohol and liver disease.
There is.
But it's 1%.
1%.
1% is actually involved with alcohol, which is mind blowing.
The main cause is actually non-alcohol related fatty liver disease. So that's people who are hitting the drive-thrus from McDonald's. They're eating chips. They're drinking beer. They're not working out. They're sitting on their couch. They're working a job that they don't move. And it's just putting extra stress and building fat around their liver. It's people who are obese, people who are not doing anything to stay healthy. And that can affect all ages. And in Atlantic Canada, there's about 600,000 people that are affected by non-alcoholic fatty liver disease.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a staggering figure.
I know, it's really scary.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see this delicious, healthy meal. I love healthy food. I love to work out. And that's a really big part in keeping your whole body healthy, but especially your liver, because it processes so many things.
Totally. Well, it's a big filter for your body,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, Adam, yes.
And Lynette Murphy says, "Yay, Sam!"
Oh, hi, Lynette.
And Chef Patty's here. Patty's here.
Hello.
What's up, Patty?
Yeah, so I think it's really important that people take a second to think about what they're putting into their bodies and what they're doing with their bodies. So even just taking the stairs once a day will help. Having a salad instead of those fries a couple times a week, that's going to help protect us from this disease, because unfortunately, like I said, it was really quick. And the symptoms aren't in your face like some other diseases, or like a broken arm or anything like that. You're tired, you lose weight, you lose your appetite, but really that can happen at any point in your life. If you're stressed, maybe if you are depressed, if you've changed your job and you've been working a lot of hours, different things like that.
Right.
So you might not notice, and it's really important to stay healthy with your diet so that you don't get it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm going to start up our pan here so we can saute our corn.
Oh.
Chef LA just came in the room.
Hey, Al, just in time for me to plug in my induction burner, which they're not doing it. I have everything else set up, it didn't plug it in. Anyways, always got to be something. Always got to be one little thing. I love using this little induction burner. It's perfect for using a cast iron on. I love cooking a cast iron too. It's just such an even heat. But the recipe we're going to do today, really, it's a great way to add a lot of variety to your diet. There's a lot of, you can make, if you don't have to use the exact ingredients we're using.
Yeah.
But the whole idea of, there's a lot of people eating these grain bowls these days. And so the one we're going to do is based with quinoa. You could use brown rice or any other legume or pulse would be great as sort of the base. And then you can accent with all kinds of different flavors and different ingredients. We've got black beans. We've got a pico de gallo here. We've got some roasted red peppers, some corn, cilantro, green onion, lime, red cabbage. All the good stuff lined up. So everything else is going to go in cold except for the corn, which we're going to roast off in the pan here.
Awesome.
Another way to do it too is you can just put it on a sheet pan with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, and chili powder. Give it about 10 minutes, and it'll be nice and roasted and delicious. So anyway, I'm just going to put that in here so we can get it sweated off. So that's just about 1.5 cups of corn kernels. Unfortunately, we are past local corn season, which is my favorite time of year. But that's all right. So I'm just going to add just a pinch of salt and a little pinch of pepper. Oh, we can hear that sizzling now. That's perfect.
Yes, that's already smells good.
Yeah. Perfect. So this is going to go. So this is the street corn part of what we're doing. So you said you already have experience when I took out my handy dandy zester.
Okay, for everyone that knows me, they know I really don't know a lot in the kitchen. But I did buy my mother one of these for Christmas last year, so I know what that is.
All right, so let's play to your strengths. Here, if you want to
Okay.
zest that lime for me, just into the bowl. This is just a simple chipotle mayonnaise that I made earlier. Just a little bit of sauce from a can of chipotle peppers, and some mayonnaise and a little bit of garlic in there, and that's sort of the base of our street corn sauce, if you will. So
Good.
it's
I
perfect.
hope you're not zooming in on this.
Whoops.
I also gave you the one where all the lime zest sticks to the bottom of it, so you're gonna have to
Okay,
tap
good,
it off
because I
at the
was
end.
going to say, this
Yeah.
is it's harder than it looks, people. It's harder than it looks.
No, it's all good. So what kind of things do you like to cook at home?
I love anything that can go in the slow cooker.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also a big pro meal prep Sunday. I
Oh,
like to
yeah.
prep my meals for the week. I try as much as possible to bring my lunch to work, to have healthy meal options. Thankfully, my loving boyfriend can barbecue because that's one place that I don't experiment with. So all summer we've been barbecuing and then making salads and things like that. I do have a great girlfriend who's a dietitian, so she's really creative in the kitchen, and once a month we get together, cook a bunch of meals for the freezer, and that helps me kind of get out of my comfort zone.
Right.
But I love food, so I'm really excited that this is something that I can actually do.
Totally. And this is kind of the great thing. You can have all the components in the fridge. One of the biggest things, like at home,
Yeah.
we'll make 2 or 3 liters of something, but then, you know, myself or my fiance, we will eat half of it and then we'll get bored of it. But this way, you can have all the individual components, mix it up how you want, make a burrito one day, make a grain
Yes.
bowl from it one day, do a lot of great options. And you can see, Adam, if you're here with the camera, you can see our corn is starting to caramelize here.
It smells delicious.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. So good, and that's an excellent amount of zest in there. So
Oh.
I think we're good. And now, if you want to cut the lime in half this way, I'll show you my
Yes.
favorite little lime squeezing technique. Make sure you get all the lime juice out of it. So we need about half of the lime's worth of juice here. So what do? Just put your thumbs on the end here, and just invert the
And
lime while you push,
squeeze.
and then you can just go right
Oh.
around the lime and squeeze out all those little bits. Because there's
See?
no seeds in a lime, it's perfect.
I like tricks like this.
Yep. Super handy, super quick. And when you're done with the lime,
Throw it away.
throw it away.
Ah.
All good. I'll have to get that later.
I always
but-
try to take tongs and squeeze it, but that doesn't do nearly as good a job.
Yeah, I really like to dig my hands into it all, so that's my favorite little trick. And that made our little corn sauce here nice and smooth. Awesome. So our corn is pretty much there. I'm just going to turn that off. I just wanted to get a nice roasted color on that.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to put it right in the bowl here.
Right in there. Oh, that's easy.
Oh, super easy. Away we
See,
go.
when I was talking to Patty before, she said, you know, what do you like to do in the kitchen? And I said, easy.
Easy. Perfect.
So
I like
this
easy
is my
too.
style.
Well, there's so many ways we can overcomplicate things or overproduce things. I mean,
Yeah.
I've worked in all kinds of restaurants, from fine dining to really approachable food, and the approachable stuff's always what sticks, and it's always what people remember, and it's always what you want to reproduce at home.
Yes.
So that's one thing I really like about doing this, and also being on Chit Chat Chop, is we get to show all these great little tips and tricks. Oh, look at our street corn coming together there. That was
It looks great.
well, so good. So I've got a little bit of green onion. I'm just gonna
Perfect.
get you to fold that through here. And I've also got some roasted red pepper here. These are the jarred variety. If you if your boyfriend gets the barbecue out, you can put these on the barbecue and just char them up till the skin comes off. I'm just going to do a nice little chop on half of one here, so we can fold that through with the street corn as well.
Delicious.
I was actually reading up a little bit about liver disease and everything, and seeing what foods would be really healthy to healthy for your liver, basically. And
Yeah.
it was really interesting. It said colorful foods are actually really good, so really bright colors. So I ran with that. I got the peppers, I got the red cabbage, I got the.
I love it. And
yeah.
interestingly, because you were saying about this before
Yeah.
the show, coffee is really good for your liver. They actually just released some studies saying that 2 to 3 cups a day. I know.
Yes!
I know.
Yes!
The girls at Second Cup love me because I go there a couple times a day.
I knew all this coffee would pay off. This is fantastic.
It actually helps keep your liver healthy, but it can also help to reverse some of the issues that happen with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to keep drinking coffee.
That's your every Sunday there.
Oh, so I didn't turn my sound off on my iPad over
I
here.
thought
So
there was extra people here joining us.
heard myself laughing in the background. That is unusual. A little creepy.
So what we've
Yeah.
learned is eat colorful food and drink lots of coffee and get moving, take the stairs.
Yeah. So I got to take more stairs, basically. That's.
Walk around the building if you
Yeah.
don't like stairs.
Yeah,
Walk
okay.
to work.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Yeah.
So we just say hi to a few people here. So we have
Oh, yeah.
Glenn Goetsch here. We have Seamus Exton and Keith Richard. He's not that Keith
Oh, not that kid. Oh, well, hi, Keith, either
But
way.
He's a good time.
Glad to have you.
We have Louisa here from Texas. She's here every week. She's awesome.
Hello.
And Caitlin Gray says,
Hi,
Sam."
Caitlin. Caitlin's my neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
Oh, a nice supportive neighbor.
Hello. Yes. Yes. We often share recipes and steal each other's recipes from Facebook. So.
Perfect.
Caitlin, you should try this one. It's easy.
Well, actually, why don't we give just our corn base just a little taste so that we make sure
yes.
And
everything's
what are we
good.
making? Louisa's asking. It looks
Oh.
fancy. What are we making?
So today we are making a street corn bowl. So that means we're going to have it's going to be a healthier version of Mexican street corn. So we got some nice quinoa on the bottom. Then we've got some, good. We got some toasted corn kernels here with some roasted red peppers and a spicy chipotle mayo.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of green onion. And we're going to put a pico de gallo on that, some black beans.
It's
all
got a
kinds
little
of stuff.
kick.
And Dina is watching too. I was just told. Rob Boone says Dina. Was it Dinah?
Dinah.
Dinah's watching.
Dinah's my cat. So yeah, I've got fans.
Wish my cats would watch me, but no, they're just sleeping.
Oh my gosh, I am a crazy cat lady. I'll admit it. Yeah.
I'm a crazy cat guy, so hey, I get it. I get it. Cats are great. Pardon me. There's a little kick to that, but that's
There is.
the good kick. The good kick. Gets caught in your throat, makes you jump a little bit. It's all good. So I promised you a little tomato cutting trick earlier.
Yes.
We've already got our pico de gallo set up, but I just love this trick, and I want to show everybody how easy it is. You know, when you're cutting a cherry tomato, it's just rolling all over the place. You don't try to hit with your knife, and
then you cut your finger
and
off.
you cut your finger off. No good at all. Everybody has these little deli lids at home,
Yes.
left from takeouts or whatever. So what you do, just take your takeout lid, line it with cherry tomatoes.
So you should buy some soup from Kitchen
Buy
Door
some soup
first,
from Kitchen Door
then
first.
you'll have the lid.
Always thinking.
She's so good with the plugs. That's
I
supposed to
know.
be me, but no, she's got it. This is great. Thank you, Sam. And then you take your other lid, put it right down like that, and now I'll get you to do this. Put your hand on top, and then just slice through just like that. Just lay your hand flat.
All right.
You're
I
protected
don't
from the blade.
use
It's okay.
Big knives.
Look at that.
Success.
Ta-da!
And look, I have all of my fingers still. Amazing.
Isn't that perfect? So you all these perfectly have cherry tomatoes ready to go.
Yeah.
So hold on to your lids, people. They are very useful.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, tomato squeezy. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. I don't know. Oh boy. Anyway, let's. We're gonna start building our bowls in just a sec, but I just want to. I'm just gonna chop up a little bit of red cabbage here for us quickly. Just take a little corner off. I love cabbage in all its forms, so I mean, you got to psych yourself up for winter when you're a chef, especially if you focus on local ingredients. So
Definitely.
I always get really excited for cabbage.
I love all vegetables, so this is perfect.
Nice. So I'm just going to cut this super thin here. And notice when I'm cutting, I got my fingers always touching the blade here. That way I can just control the thickness really easily without the threat of cutting.
That's the trick.
That's the trick. Also helps having this huge blade on the knife, so I can always keep contact with it. There we go. That's enough red cabbage for our purposes, I am sure. So I promised you some quinoa.
Quinoa.
So here we go. I'm a big. You were saying you're a big fan of slow cookers. I'm a big
Yes.
fan of slow cookers and Instant Pots
We
in
have one of
particular.
those, too.
So I've been using Instant Pot around here a whole lot. I am in no way affiliated with Instant Pot, but I just convinced Patty to buy 2 of them for production here. So that's a very exciting thing for me. Anyway, our quinoa literally took 1 minute after it got up to heat in the pressure cooker today. So that's one of the cool things about an Instant Pot.
And it smells
You can put
amazing.
everything together super quick. It's really great. So here, I'm just going to put a little bit of our quinoa in the bottom here. So this was just cooked. I cooked 1 cup of quinoa with a cup and a half of water, a pinch of salt, and some smoked paprika. So it's got a nice,
I
subtle
wish you could all
smoky
smell
flavor.
this. It smells so good.
So good. It's like nutty, but it's also
I
a
know.
little spicy. It's good stuff. It's very good stuff. So I'll tell you what. I'll get mine over here. You have yours over here, and let's just build them together.
And do you have a recommendation of what should go first?
Yeah. Well,
or
basically
how
the
we
way
should
the
layer
way
it?
the way we're gonna do it, we're gonna put the corn right dead center, so then you can
Okay.
mix that and all that.
And then
That's sort of the
everything
sauce,
else
and everything
around.
else going around. So I figure we got this nice red cabbage here. I'll give you
Yeah.
half it here. I'm just
perfect.
gonna give it a little chefy fluff here,
Okay. Okay.
and then tuck it right in the back, sort of sticking right up, just like that.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Next up, I'm gonna
Black beans.
get the black beans. So we'll just put them
Perfect.
on the right hand side here, about 2 or 3 spoons. Let's go with 3. I like fiber.
Perfect.
The skills.
I know.
Or me, just do your thing, I'll work around.
Look at that.
Oh, so good.
Lovely.
So good. Next up, we've got this pico de gallo. So this is simply 1 clove of garlic, a red onion, and 2 pints of cherry tomatoes that I chopped up and they've marinated for about a day now with a little bit of lime juice.
Awesome.
So it's tangy, it's not spicy at all, but it's going to add a nice little saucy component to this. So I'm just going to put it
We grew
here.
up with so much garlic in my house, so this is wonderful.
Fantastic. My parents never really got into garlic. They're both newfies, so when I was 18, I actually touched my first clove of garlic and was shocked.
The more garlic and the more spice, the better.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I subscribe to that now. Awesome. Perfect. All right, so next up, let's just get a little bit of, actually, you know what? We'll save our garnish for in a second, but let's just put
And what
our,
about these cute tomatoes that I sliced with the magic trick?
well, they can, why don't we garnish with them, actually?
Okay,
They're gonna be
perfect.
perfect right on the top. They're gonna be perfect right on the top. So I'm just gonna put a nice bit of our warm street corn mix here. You can see it's nice and saucy, so that'll just coat everything.
I could probably just like eat that from the bowl. It was so delicious. I don't
I
even
actually
need the
I
rest.
made this at home about 2 months ago with actual corn off the cob. I
Oh.
put it on the barbecue and sliced it off, and it was gone in like 10 minutes. It was like gone faster than the steak I cooked with it.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
It was
probably
awesome.
put this on everything.
Nice. Nice. All right, so we got our beans, we got our
I
corn.
can
Let's
wipe my
get.
hands on this, right? Okay, good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You should see my other apron.
I'm gonna go really light with the cilantro.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
Just for a little decoration.
Yep.
Because I don't really enjoy it that much.
That is fair. My sister's one of those folks. It's soapy to her.
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually genetic.
You
It's a
either
genetic
hate it or
thing.
love it,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Totally. Well, I love it, so it's going on mine. And also, we got a little bit of green onion here. So if you want,
Perfect.
here, I'll just hand that to you. You can
Perfect.
just pile it right in the corner here. Oh,
Lovely.
you want color? This is color.
I
So
like
colorful.
This. I like this. And then our cute little tomatoes.
Cute little tomatoes. Just put them right on the top here, nicely sliced. Perfect little tomatoes. And then, just to gorgeous, I'm gonna get us a little lime wedge here, so we can
Oh,
just
yes.
customize our.
And you could probably put
Flavor.
whatever you want in this, like if you wanted avocado or
100%.
chicken or anything like that.
Absolutely, a lot of versions I've seen of people do this definitely have avocado.
Okay.
And by all means, avocado's great in here. You can play around with the heat of your salsa. You can,
Yeah.
if you have tomatillos around, all kinds of stuff can go in here.
And like
It'd be
super
really
fun
great.
for a dinner party, everyone can kind of build their own if it's just
Yeah,
already
exactly. Just
laid
do a
out
little,
like
just
this.
lay it out like we did here, and you can totally customize it.
Awesome, I like that.
Yeah.
I
So
like
there's our grain bowl.
that. Look at this,
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
So do we have them drooling on Facebook, Adam, or what?
Totally drooling. Totally. So what we
Awesome.
can do here, We're gonna put him right here for a second. I'm gonna say who's with chefs and who's with Sam's, right or left.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think I gave it away with the little secret about my.
We're gonna vote.
I know her presentation's pretty on point.
Look at this. We're gonna.
Oh, don't even say it. Oh, mixing it up.
Remember those cute little tomatoes.
So they have to say choose either L or R.
All right, choose either L or R. Which one is? Guess which one is mine. Tell me it's left or right. And so which one is Sam's, left or right? Let us know what you think.
Good.
Yeah, I'll just be over here eating this bowl of corn.
I don't know. Alina's eyeing it up over here. We got a block.
I just want it over here so I can eat this.
So I guess I should tell you about the dinner that's coming
you
up,
got a
because
big
we're
event
talking
coming
about
up.
Food.
Yeah.
So I am the chair of the first annual LIVERight Gala that's happening in Halifax. So this gala has been happening across Canada for about the last 5 years, but first year it's here in Halifax. It's at the Halifax Marriott. The Harborview.
Oh, cool.
On November 30th, it is going to be a dinner, dance, and auction. We're actually bringing in Lane, the auctionista. If you don't know who that is, YouTube her, check her out on Facebook, LinkedIn. She is a ball of energy, and she can sell anything.
I just like the word auctionista. I think that's great.
Auctionista, not an auctioneer.
Yeah.
So she and I have connected over the last few months. My dad actually did a lot of charity auctions as well, including this new black tie auction, Halifax Grammar School, lots of sports teams. So it'll be really interesting to hear someone else do the auctioneering for once. But it's going to raise money for a great cause. We're hoping for 100 people to come out. I know that Adam's going to share the link at the end of this.
Website's right there too.
The website is right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Tickets are $100. It's all going to help find cures and provide patient programs and services, because a lot of people don't know what the symptoms are, don't know what to do when a loved one's been diagnosed, or don't know what to do when a loved one's gone. So this is providing some programs and services for those people as well. And in Atlantic Canada, the IWK and our hospitals here are the main areas for transplants and for liver doctors. So really important to keep the money here in Atlantic Canada, raise some money, raise some awareness, and enjoy another delicious meal while we learn about liver health.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to bring this up. You brought an amazing picture of your father, and just tell me the story you told me with that, because it was so cool.
Any girl will say that their dad is their hero. My dad met a lot of celebrities. He was in the radio and television, and he interviewed Terry Fox. He interviewed Stevie Wonder. He got to interview a lot of the local people here. And at that time when I was young, I didn't know who those people were.
Right.
But my dad got to meet one of the Ninja Turtles. And to me, that was making him a hero in my eyes. This was at the radio station that he worked, and they always had cool celebrities come in. So RoboCop was there one time, Ninja Turtles were there, and that's a picture that I've always had, and now it's framed and it sits on my shelf at home, and it's just kind of, it just shows his fun spirit, and he was a really big personality with a big laugh, lots of lame dad jokes, but definitely my hero for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that picture says more than 1,000 words. I'm sure it's pretty great.
It's pretty awesome. I'm sure they shared some pizza.
Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I was a big Donatello fan. That's, I see the purple here. But anyway, Leonardo, also
yes.
great Ninja Turtle.
I love them all. Had to watch it every day.
Awesome. How is everybody doing on the Facebook?
Good. Louisa's asking, was that Donatello, or who was that? You know who that was?
Oh, that was Leonardo.
That was Leonardo.
Leonardo.
Yeah.
Sandy Weir says, hi, Sam. Lunch tomorrow?
Hello.
Everyone picked L. Said it was L. So I think they chose right.
All right, it was the cilantro's the dead giveaway.
Yes, I know, my poor little leaf here.
And William PH.
Yes, hi. How you
Sam
doing?
said this better be available on Friday. And Louisa said, got a cherry cordial to pair it with. High five, you get that reference. I didn't get the reference.
Cherry cordial. I have a glass of
That's
wine.
not the Anna Green Gables thing. No,
pair
that's
with it.
raspberry cordial.
Is it?
I don't
I don't know.
Raspberry cordial.
Raspberry cordial,
That
yeah.
is definitely PEI.
Yeah. You know what we haven't done yet?
Taste test?
We haven't tried our food.
I'm excited.
Well, let's clink our bowls. This is a little bit of a cheers.
Perfect.
There we go. And we're just going to mix and match a bite here. So, Adam, if you want to say anything, we're going to be chewing for about 10 seconds.
Well, next week we have No So Much Crystal is here. It's here. Was there anything, I know you're eating, is there anything else you want to add? Anything else you want to share? You talk about, what's that? No. Well, it's Halloween.
Can I
sorry.
just come
It's
back
Halloween
every
next
week
It's
and
Halloween next
eat
week. So
the
we're working
food?
on Halloween.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just think it's really important to eat healthy, get moving, come out to the dinner if you can. If you can't come to the dinner, buy a ticket, send a friend, make a donation online. It's going to be a really, really fun night. We have a great jazz band coming. It's at a beautiful hotel. We're going to eat delicious food, and we're just going to raise awareness because that's half the battle. The funds can come after. The awareness is key for us to make sure that people know about liver disease because 1 in 4 Canadians has it. That has increased significantly in the last few years. It used to be 1 in 10, and it is silent at the beginning, right? So let's eat together and raise money.
The more grain bowls you eat, the better off you'll be. In general.
I like that. That's good. That's good.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. If you don't watch this normally, please tune in every week because this is so much fun. The food is delicious. It's recipes that anybody can do. And these guys are great. They're really fun. They're really fun.
You're pretty fun too, Sam.
Oh, thanks. That's
I
all
just don't know.
talk now.
I'm
taking
still
another
trying to
bite.
wrap my head around the fact that you were 12 hours on a bike. That's amazing to me. Yeah. I could do an hour and a half tops.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I actually teach spin,
Okay.
and I've done 24 hours before, but divided over about 5 or 6 days.
Okay.
This was 12 hours straight, and it wasn't until the last hour that my butt started to hurt, so I had to stand the entire time on a spin bike for 12 hours. It was crazy. We went out to eat after, ate all of the carbs possible,
Nice.
and hit the couch, fell asleep within 2 seconds after getting home.
That'd
so
be that deep, deep sleep.
it was. And then my legs were pretty sore the next day. So if it wasn't kind of in this reach, it wasn't happening. But it was great because a lot of people hadn't tried spin before. It can be intimidating. People didn't know about the Liver Foundation,
Right.
and we get to raise $2,500. So
It's a win-win-win.
win-win-win. Exactly. Yeah. I'll probably do it again next year. So maybe you'll join me.
Yeah.
I can teach you about spin
okay.
like you taught me about cooking.
All right, perfect. I think maybe there's a need for an exchange here. That's fair. That's fair.
Louisa did mean raspberry cordial.
Oh.
She did mean that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So you got it. That's good.
I'm just picturing us doing a chit-chat-chop while on spin bikes. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was eating on the bike. I had to talk through the microphone the whole time. So I think we could do it.
That's some
Set up
next level stuff.
a
Adam.
little
Ready for next
board
year,
right
yeah.
here on the bike and chop, stir, eat.
Yep.
Keep the legs moving.
Or the bike hours.
Yes.
Otherwise, you don't eat. If someone's not pedaling, no one eats.
Yep.
You gotta go for
Yeah.
12 hours before that meal will be ready.
All right. Cool. Well, as long as we have food around, I think it's something it's in my wheelhouse now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this was so fun. This is so delicious, and I'm really glad that we were able to create such a colorful, vibrant, healthy meal.
Well, thanks so much for coming on. This was really fun to make, and when the camera goes off, I'm going to keep eating this.
I was gonna say the same thing. I'm probably just gonna park myself over there and probably with both of these bowls.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. No shame in that.
No shame. No shame. Awesome. Thank you to all my friends for tuning in. Thanks, Dinah, my little cat. Thanks, Rob. I hopefully you guys tune in every week and watch this. Episode 59.
59.
59. That's amazing. This is the third season, second season?
This is the second season. We just extended it. Which was that?
Super
We're supposed to
long
stop it.
second season.
Yeah, we're in the long legs of the second season right now. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
And thank you, everybody. We're going to see you in 2 weeks. We're going to take Halloween off. We're going to trick and treat, not chit-chat or chop. So make sure to tune in 2 weeks' time, early November, episode 60. We're going to have some fun, as usual. Thanks for joining us. Chit-chat chop with Sam.
Thank you so much.